What's the news across the station? We hope for the news. We just love to get you the news.
Oh, wait, my mustache catches up with me. Hey, everybody, it's us, the Kidders, and we are celebrating Movember. So this is the best any of us could do in growing a mustache, but we're here to make you laugh with me as always. The Aristotle of comedy from beautiful Indiana, Tim Slagle.
Hey, you know, this is the first time our generation has ever witnessed a Paris in ruins that wasn't named Hilton.
Possibly.
I don't know. Just what I was going to say.
And, of course, the conservative warrior princess hostess of the Teri O'Brien show, Ms. Teri O'Brien.
Yeah, hey, did you guys see Obama was over at that G20 and he was up on the stage, and then like 3 cats came up on the stage, so actually there were 4 pussies up there.
Don't tell that to Charlie Sheen. He'll be over there in a heartbeat. Of all the people, who would have thought he'd get HIV? And he's a little dyslexic, so when the doctor told him, he thought he had a new show on VH1. So
some people do anything to revive their careers, you know, really.
So I guess what they've been telling us is right, is that everybody's vulnerable.
Well, that's true. Yeah, and he's been paying people millions. Whoops. What happened there? It's the jumping mustache. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Will mine do that too? Yeah, they all do it.
Yeah, no, you can move with yours. Mine is just a little Randy. Speaking of a little Randy, we got some funny stories to go over. Let's start over in jolly old England at the Bournemouth, in Bournemouth, Dorset, which is, I believe, somewhere in England, and they got the homeless men and women who congregate at the bus station or the train station there. They can't get them out, so how did they drive them out? Bagpipe music. They played a little bagpipe music, and the homeless were out of there in no time. Is that a good option, you think, for us?
That's genius.
Well, actually, it also drives out all the people who wanted to take the bus as well.
And they say that the reason bagpipe bands are always marching is to get away from the noise. So
yeah, you know, and the ironic thing is that a lot of the homeless are actually professional bagpipe players.
That explains everything. It just comes full circle. It comes full circle.
It's like the joke you always hear. The line you'll never hear is, "That the ventriloquist, Porsche?" All right. Oh, here, this one happened right here at home, right in Oak Lawn, at a Denny's there. Apparently, this lady from Chicago, by the name of West, I don't have her first name, but she went in, ordered the $4 all-you-can-eat Denny's special, all-you-can-eat pancakes, rather, and she was sitting there with like 3-4 of her friends, so she thought all-you-can-eat and started passing them out to everybody. And when Denny's cut her off, she got very angry, started swearing and punching, and they wound up leaving without paying anything.
Now, how many semesters did she spend at the University of Missouri? Is she a recent attendee, or, you know?
To grasp the concept of all you can eat? Yeah.
To grasp the entitlement, the concept of entitlement.
Well, actually, I think there was a misunderstanding. She didn't realize that the one plate feeds all policy only applies to human centipedes.
I don't even get that.
You're better off.
That's the way I would like to die, though. If I would like to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and just go through that until I can't move, and then you say, "Oh man, I could just die," and bam, that's when it happens.
That's it. See, I would have said in Costco is where you want to die.
I'm going there later if there's not too much rain. All right. Here's the beauty story. I love this one out of Boston. The Registry of Motor Vehicles, they don't let you take your picture for your driver's license if you're wearing a hat, unless it is either religious or medical oriented. And I don't know what kind of a medical hat you would wear, but anyhow, this woman is a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. They're Pastafarians, and she wanted to have her picture taken with a colander on her head, a big sieve, and they said, okay, because it's a religion.
Tim, what do you say about that?
As long as you remove the noodles first.
I think this story strains credulity, gentlemen.
All I know is that if you're allowed to have a religion, I'm a Mustafarian.
I knew Dale was going to have a hat.
I believe that Bullwinkle is God, and so I looked at my driver's license.
You know, it's a sad state of affairs, though, in the United States of America in the 21st century that you have to, like, get in some kind of big bureaucratic kerfuffle for the right to have a kitchen appliance on your head. I mean, what is this country coming to?
Exactly. You won't, before you know it, you won't be able to sit on the blender anymore, you know? Perhaps I'm the only one. All right, you always put it on low, I'll tell you that. Florida, where all weird things happen. In Florida, Leanne Gay Watson she'd been drinking a little bit, and she knew that she couldn't drive anywhere, and yet she needed cigarettes and chicken wings. So what did she do? She called 911 to get cigarettes and chicken wings, and instead, just got 2 cops show up at her door.
The first thing she said was, "You didn't bring the wings?" It's right on the way. What the heck?
The best part of the story is that she became very, very unruly in the car, and the story says they had to hog-tie her. Now, I would pay good money to see that. How about you?
And they said to keep her from hurting herself. So here's this hog-tied woman laying in the back of the car. She gets a break one time. And
that's what you call a Florida rodeo.
Yes, you get the bell.
There you go. First bell of the day. All right. Here's another one out of Florida. This one doesn't concern food, however. There's a woman by the name of Looper. I don't know if she has a first name or that's just she's a one-name person, kind of like Cher or Flipper. And she's married to this guy, Michael, for 12 years, and they were apart, and now they're getting back together. They went to a storage facility to get some of his stuff to bring back. When they were in the storage facility, this Looper took off all of her clothes and said, "Take me right here." And so the guy said, "All right, lay down on the couch." She goes, "No, I don't want it that way." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And then I don't know how she wanted it, but apparently it involved hitting him because she started taking stuff and smacking him about because he wanted to do something very bizarre, apparently missionary.
Well, that's really weird because usually the position that gets you beat up is called with your sister.
Except in Florida. Now, this woman was also busted in August because she beat this guy up because he wouldn't do laundry. So, I'm just saying, if you're the cellmate of this woman, I'm just giving advice to future cellmate. If she says she wants to do it, you better do it.
So
she actually works as a housekeeper and was arrested for domestic battery.
Maybe that's how she wanted it, was on the laundry.
Well, have you seen the
when it goes into spin dry, then.
When I saw the picture, I didn't know if it was Michael or Wendy. So.
Oh, Wendy was her name? Okay.
Wendy Looper.
Wendy. and that's not far from another crazy woman that I bet you hits people if they're in the wrong position.
And ironically, today it's extremely windy in the Loop.
Interesting.
There you go. This is what we call in the business bringing it full circle. So that's all the stories we got. Any final comments? How about you, Terry? What do you have to say?
Well, one thing I didn't know whether I was going to say I didn't know there were going to be hats, but actually I did know there were going to be hats because
There's always hats.
I knew Dale would have a hat, absolutely. I didn't know there was going to be mustaches, but at least I got to be part of that as well.
Yeah,
So
someday that camera's going to pull back, and we're just going to see a big stack of stupid hats.
Oh, yeah. I have them in another room now, but I could bring them in here if you want to see.
I would love it. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Went to Costco today just to see,
Wear your hat.
Yeah, I'm going to wear my hat to Costco. It's cold out.
It is. It's cold,
well,
rainy.
That's about it. Where are you going to be in the next upcoming times?
I
Terry O'Brien show, of course, every
and all the time at TeriO'Brien.com, where the show never ends. And I will tell you guys, we're all over this refugee thing. So go there and find out what you can do to stop it.
Well, Rauner said that he's closing the border to them. So I don't know if he's allowed to do that, but you know what? They'll be putting up sentries down in like way down south by Paducah.
All right, Abdul, don't even think about it.
Tim, where are you at?
I'm off through Thanksgiving, so you might want to check out my blog. I got a little story there from Fargo. I was in Fargo and actually visited the wood chipper.
I saw that.
You did? From the movie?
I saw that on Facebook when you put the wood chipper in there.
Yeah, they have the wood chipper, the actual signed by the Coen brothers. That's
oh, very cool. So it's the
strangest tourist attraction in America, I think.
That is cool.
If they could put that next to the world's largest walleye, which is somewhere up in Minnesota. It's like a 30-foot statue of a walleye. That would be there. Then you'd have a Midwestern experience.
I think you just gave me an idea for a religion.
What is it?
Well, the walleye, the big walleye. I mean, maybe I have to put a fish on my head, though. That might not be so good.
Well, people are putting them on their car bumpers, so, you could try one on your head. So.
Did you know that the Pope hat is supposed to look like a fish?
No, it isn't.
It is.
Yes.
What kind of fish looks like a Pope hat?
Well, if you look at it from the side, it looks like a gaping fish.
So, like the miracle loaves and fishes kind of thing.
Well, yeah, it is originally that the fish was the sign. That was the sign for Jesus.
Oh, there you go.
I don't.
Fish. Yeah, of course.
You see the fish on the back of people's car. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. But that's what the Pope hat was supposed to be. He was supposed to look like a giant trout.
And then when he takes the hat off, underneath there is like 30 loaves of bread. It's amazing what he's got on there.
That would fit under there, yes. Yeah. And well, if you're a pastafarian, your Pope is Chef Boyardee, so it's a totally different thing.
I don't know who we're going to get for the Mustafarians, but maybe Rachel Ray. All right, well, that's it for yet another week of the wacky thing we like to call the Kidders. Please share this with your friends.
Please.
What better things do you have to do for 10 minutes every Tuesday? Say goodbye, kids.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.
Kids.
Have a great week.
My mustache will not follow me.